the RSC just contacted me and said that they wanted someone to do Roald Dahl's Matilda as a musical, and I've never done anything to do with music, so it seemed like a really bad idea. So I thought I'd do it. I thought what was interesting about it was just there's something about. I mean, for a start, I was just interested in Dahl, and Dahl is so big in everyone's life that, in a way, there are bits of the way Dahl writes in all of us. In a way, you know, when we write for children, you can't write anything for children without sort of being inspired by Dahl. And there was something about the story of Matilda that I thought would work well as a musical, and, you know, it would be interesting to see, you know, what would happen if there were songs that came in and did various things. You feel a sense of responsibility to the story, because so many people, you begin to understand when you I mean, when I first understood this was I was in a cafe and I was doing a bit of work, and the waiter saw me working and he asked me what I was working. He saw the book Matilda open, and I said, I'm just working on Matilda. And this guy he was mad for Matilda, and he just told me all about Matilda. And suddenly I realised that there is a responsibility that you have. The difficult thing is you also have to abandon that. You have to sort of, because a book isn't a play or a musical, and the structure of a book works very, very differently. And so it was very clear that we needed to sort of, while you need to sort of feel that sense of responsibility, you also need to be able to break free of it. I felt it was important that it was there's something sort of messy and dirty about Dahl, like, you know what I mean? Like, someone once said to me that the thing that's interesting about Dahl when he writes for kids is that he writes with a sense of relish, and that really stayed with me, you know. So you know, he writes about worms and burping and things like that. He loves it, you know what I mean? He really sort of gets in there, and he kind of, you feel like he likes to get dirt under his fingernails when he writes, you know. So I tried to keep that in the musical. I tried to make it sort of, when writing the book, you know, the challenge was to sort of do that as well, to keep the sense of sort of joy and fun and sort of messing around, you know. The way Dahl has written the book, it's written in sort of segments. So the first segment is with Matilda's parents. The next segment is kind of at school, and then in the very last segment, it's sort of you get a lot of the story kind of wrapped up. And for a dramatic narrative, that just didn't work. I think it works very well in the book, because you can read things in pockets, you know, and you can stay with things in pockets. And what it felt to me that those things needed to blend over each other. So I had to find a way to sort of make that kind of thing work, you know. The thing I'm most looking forward to is seeing it in front of an audience, just seeing the audience, seeing what their response is, you know what I mean, and seeing. I'm really looking forward to seeing a big bunch of kids in the audience and seeing what they think, and a big bunch of adults, you know what I mean, and seeing what they think. You know, there's a lot of things whenever you're making any piece of theatre. There's a lot of quite exciting moments, but they're usually sort of coupled with terrifying moments as well, you know what I mean? It's exciting when you see the set, but then you immediately think, will that set work? It's exciting when you see the actors on the set, but then you immediately think, you know, are the things I've written and are the lines any good, you know? But I think seeing it in front of an audience is something I'm really looking forward to.